Hello, dear Gemini. Welcome to your reading. I'm Empress Rose. These are general readings. We take what works, leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your wavelength or your storyline on this one, go check your other major placements. And I've started posting photos of the spread at the end of the video so that you can go check that out. Those of you that like to read along or check my work or whatever, that's available for you too. So let's start with an intuitive thing. Also, it's very, very hot in here. We're in triple digits and I don't have AC, so yeah, it's hot. All right, no, good. Gemini, really? You got a whole book here. Okay, well, it should be interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, so here we have the perfect key. You've locked your heart up, probably for good reason. There's some keys here, though. Your heart's got some ideas. It would like to say a few things about what you've done to it. And it's here to say, hey, would you please let me out? I'd like to come out now, please. I'd like to come out now. And you've got your thinking about it, except you're a little worried about something that's happened in the past. But you are thinking about it. You're thinking about opening up your heart. You're thinking about unlocking something. It might not be your heart. It might just be something inside of you that you've locked away. But your heart is definitely involved here. Your feelings, your emotions are definitely involved. Talking about them is also involved. I think you've been pretty shut up about it. You have locked a piece of yourself away. And your heart is wanting you to open up and has got some resources available. You do have the perfect key. Is it the one in your hand? Maybe, maybe not. It might be one of these close by. It's not going to be long though. But you are very worried. You're very concerned about something that's happened in the past, and it's affecting your ability to open up and share your heart and yourself with the world right now. I don't know if this is in the past or the present. This could have been what happened in the past, but we have the art of seduction, and this is mismatched sincerity. So somebody in this partnership really would like a commitment, would like a heart-to-heart, would like a meeting of the minds, and somebody else doesn't want to do that. They just like to enjoy themselves. They're here for a good time right now. Neither party is wrong. The problem with this pairing is often about communication and expectations. Sometimes the person who wants the commitment thinks that they're right and that this is what everybody wants. The person that does not want the commitment can also be right as well, though, and can also be, it's okay to not be ready for a commitment. It's perfectly fine to not be ready for a commitment. So we've got some mismatched motivations here, with one trying to convince the other that they might be right. But if you're not ready for a commitment, ready for a heart-to-heart, ready for a big thing, that's okay too. You don't have to be ready. Your heart's saying, though, that it might be time to consider this option as far as like being with somebody, heart, soul, and mind. If that's available to you, I think, or you could also be the other person here is wanting that, and the last person you were with was just very frivolous and careless with your heart. That's why you locked it up here. So it could be either way. You could be either still what's happened in the past could be that you were the person who came with a very sincere offering and were met with insincerity, or you could have been the person or you could currently be the person who's not ready for this yet, and someone's trying to talk you into it, but you're not ready for it yet. Here we have no rain today, so this is about mixed emotions. Mixed feelings. We've got some sorrow and some sunshine, some clarity, some lack of clarity, but we've got joy and we've got sorrow. So this is about being here now, being open to the present moment, which has some joys in it. And even though we're going to be toggling a bit, this is like a spring day with the clouds going over the sun and bringing some shadows that are a little cold, a little cooling, some shadows that are a little bit cold. I would really like one of those shadows right now, but right now we have a very sunny day. It's very hot here. So but this is the mixed emotions about things, and enjoying the clarity when you have it, enjoying the happiness when you have it, because it's going to be toggling back and forth. And this week for you, this is mixed emotions. No rain today. Maybe right at this moment we're happy, but we've been going back and forth a little bit about what we want and how we feel about it. Here we have home in the sky. We have some stagnant energy. We have, you could be moving, you could be talking, you could be doing all this stuff, but you've chosen not to. It might be a little bit of an instinct here, a protective instinct. There's something about your solar plexus chakra here about that's preventing you from wanting, that's telling you you're not ready to talk yet. You're waiting here. So sometimes this card is good, sometimes this card is bad, but you're waiting here. Your mode of transportation is something outside of your control. You could control the situation, but you don't want to. You'd rather wait for sort of spirit to guide or some other guidance to come through and bring you where you want to be. So for some reason, this is also not talking about it. You're closed up in your house here. You're choosing. You are making a choice to not go anywhere and not move forward. You're making a choice to keep this stagnant, keep this locked up. You're making those choices right now. It's up to you if you want to move forward or not. Right now, you're choosing not. You'd rather have somebody else. I don't know that you want somebody else or some other thing. I don't know that you want somebody else to come in. I think you're fairly comfortable here. It's going to take something else, though, some unexpected thing to come in, I think, and open up this heart and get you to move forward, get you talking, get you connecting. You've got some mixed emotions, and I think you're going with the hold back emotion right now, choosing to not move forward. And then you have this moon dance. So this is three little birds singing, everything is going to be okay. They're encouraging you. They're your little cheerleaders as you make it across this sort of precarious journey with only your intuition to guide you. And you're sort of inching your way step by step. It's moon dance, but this is a very precarious dance. And you're being very careful about it because you are moving forward. It's just very slow and very precarious. All right. Now we're going to move on to the Ethereal Visions deck. All right. All right, Gemini. This is your past, your present, your inner landscape, what's at issue, your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. Okay. In your past, you have experienced some sort of intuition, some sort of long-reaching vision. You know there's something out there coming in for you. You know there's a dawn ahead. You're aware of that. You were trusting your intuition. You got some sort of idea, some sort of vibe that something that's yours is coming towards you, is coming to you, but you can't see it. But you just felt it. You felt very strongly that something was coming into your life. Some good benefit to you was going to come in here and come into your life, and that maybe prompted some action, prompted some movement forward, maybe that's what this bird is here for, like, hey, something good's coming, you're gonna want to do something about this little situation right here. I can sense something good on the horizon, and you're gonna want to do something about where your heart's at. In your present situation, you have strength. So this is the vibe around you. This is what's your life has been asking of you lately, is this strength, to be strong, to be patient, to be clear-minded, to get balanced, and yeah, that strength, that patience, that fortitude. You've had to rely on some inner strength here in this situation. In your inner landscape, this is so interesting how the cards come up again and again in a week. a lot of this Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords, very different cards, but still dealing with some negativity and some difficulty. Your inner landscape, you're worried about, you're really thinking about being the victim or the perpetrator. So in this, we're thinking about maybe what we've done in the past or how we've been a victim in the past. And we're very worried about being a victim in the future. Of course, this is why we have this going on here. We're worried about this thing getting out and getting hurt, right? But we also understand that you might be thinking about being between a rock and a hard place. Like being, this is about, you're worried about, yeah, being a victim or being a perpetrator. Does the situation require that you be one or the other? Because some situations really do. Some situations are, there's no good option. And so you're very concerned about that, about there not being a good option, especially if you're embroiled in something where somebody wants more commitment and you're just not there and your heart's still kind of locked away and you're sort of in a holding pattern, a stagnant pattern, and someone else wants more commitment than you. Or, I mean, if it's vice versa, if you want more commitment than someone else, if this person's just playing, they shouldn't be getting their panties too much in a wad about you moving on from them, because that's not what they wanted anyway. So, yeah, if this is an unbalanced relationship, you may be worried about being the jerk here, or being a victim of someone else, just doing what someone else wants and being a victim of someone else's idea, and what someone else wanted. But you also don't want it to be all about you. It's like there's not a good middle ground here, and you're contemplating that and seeing that there might not be a good middle ground in whatever situation you're in, for you to get what you want and them to get what they want. You know, that you're not seeing a win-win situation right here. You're seeing that if someone gets their way, someone else necessarily can't get their way, which is what this card is all about. Whoever in this situation, whatever party, and this can be work and this can be other things. I'm getting a strong relationship vibe off of this because we've got the heart locked away and we've got this card. So, but it could be many other, there are some other cards here that can indicate a work situation as well. We've got the Three of Pentacles coming up here. But there's just a mismatch, and there might not be a way that both of these people can get what they want out of the situation, right? So that's really on your mind, is that this could be a lose-lose situation, or this isn't a win-win situation. Somebody here is going to get what they want, but there's not a lot of compromise ability here. What's at issue is this reverse Three of Pentacles, people not working together. The team is not working together. This is not a team. These are people with very different ideas of what they want, and they can't work together. And that's exactly what you're worried about, and what's on your mind right now is like how there's no compromise available between these two. And that means that there's no teamwork. The team cannot work together because there's not a way that they can compromise. Things are just too different, too variable. Not variable, but too different. It's what one person wants necessarily means that one of the other people in the party doesn't get what they want. So in your environment, you have this Nine of Wands. This is the energy around you, sort of a wounded warrior. You've been deeply wounded, as we can infer from this card. You've been deeply wounded, because why else would you need this in here? But you still keep going, and you still keep fighting, and you're still standing, and you're standing for what you believe in. So there's sort of, and both parties could be wounded here. You know, this could be a person in your environment who is also a wounded warrior. I mean, at some point in our life, we're all wounded warriors. And it's best to just kind of go through life with that understanding that everybody you meet has some deep wounds and is still somehow trucking despite them. So in your environment, you've got some sort of wounded warrior here. This could be just the vibe of like everybody's tired. Maybe you're tired of negotiating these negotiations. You had a vision. You've held your vision. It's taken a lot of strength, though, and now you're really thinking about if there even is a compromise available here. People aren't working together. They're not able to work together right now. And maybe everybody here is feeling like a wounded warrior, just like, what are we fighting for? What's going on here? You know, and we're tired and we want to go to bed. But here we have your to-do list is this 8 of Cups. So your intuition is calling you forward. Intellect says 8 of Cups should be enough, should work just fine. But your intuition is calling you, I think, out of this stagnancy, out of this waiting period, to go find your additional cups. You know that more fulfillment is out there, and you know that something more fulfilling is out there. You have the belief in that. You know that, and maybe part of, you know, whoever here isn't ready, maybe this isn't the right person for them, and that's nobody's fault. That's just the way it works sometimes. The whole thing of pairing off and loving is, on the one hand, very simple, on the other hand, very complex. Everybody, yeah, can be very complicated. So here's this 8 of Cups. So moving forward to what you want, it is available, and you need to move forward and keep looking. Keep looking, because it's not here. This is not where you want to be. This is not where you want to, yeah, you've got to keep going. So you're only halfway, you're only part way there to where you want to go. You've got to keep going, because there's more out there for you. And maybe you're not opening up right here, right now, because this isn't the perfect key. This is saying that there is the perfect key. It's something that is going to entice you to open up this heart and open up this part of yourself. That perfect key is out there. Whether you have it in your hand right now, or it looks like you don't have it in your hand, but it's going to take a little more looking and a little more work for you to find the thing that's going to open up that heart. What your possible outcome here is this 9 of Cups. So, okay, so we do find another cup. We find another cup. This is emotional fulfillment, winning, victory. So you're wondering if you know, someone's got to be victorious. Is there compromise? And this is saying maybe there isn't compromise available in the situation that you have. But if you go out searching for those 2 cups, if you keep going, keep looking, keep working for it, you're going to find this emotional victory, this emotional wish fulfillment, much more fulfilling situation than what you're dealing with right now. Yeah. All right, Gemini, so I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and your comments. I like hearing what you guys have to say, hearing your comments, and when I can find them, I find YouTube to be a little bit of a confusing platform from the creator end. So I do like interacting with them when I can find them. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. See you next week.